show you the picture of High School Girl. Sorry, High Score Girl. It's one of those animes that gives you nostalgia because it's not your typical anime. Don't get me wrong. Wait. Yes, I have searched this on Google and here it is. Okay, now it's not helping. Wait. Maybe. Wait, just wait for a minute. Bear with me. I think it will pop out. Nani desu ka? Where are you? Anyway, it's about High School Girl. High School Girl is a anime that was released on Netflix. It started last year, and I just watched it recently. And what I like about High School Girl is it pays homage to the classic days of from the year early 1990s, and it gives you the sense of admiration and the feeling that you're welcome because there are so little series right now that have been given this homage because they will do a snippet but they haven't really done a whole series on being dedicated on this kind of lifestyle. Like what I'm telling you right now is it's like this. They've given the series like an homage to retro gaming, like Street Fighter, a lot of Street Fighter, like the whole Street Fighter 2 collection, like Street Fighter 2, Street Fighter, the new Challenger, Arcade Edition, everything. They have Final Fight, they have Mortal Kombat, they have a lot of retro games that I haven't known, like China Warrior. Like they have really good aspects on how to design the arcades back in the day. Like you will see, like after you go to school, you would go out. After you've gone out of school, you will play in the arcade cabinet because back in the day, home consoles were very rare and they were really expensive, and some people tend to buy them as cheap and some people don't buy them at all. They just want to spend their times in the arcades, play, get good, get recognition. Like in FGC, like some parts of FGC are all there, and I myself, if I could be there at that moment, I would really go back to that moment, man, because you know that the famous, like not famous, but in America right now, they don't have arcades anymore. They're just rare. And in Southeast Asian countries like in the Philippines, Korea, China, Japan, and some other parts of the world, they still have arcades, and some arcades still get updated, but some in America doesn't exist anymore due to they've been pulling out. In this country, in the Philippines, they don't update. I mean, in fighting game arcades, they don't, or fight cabinet, they don't do updates. Yeah, I'm telling you right now that the vanilla version of Tekken 7 is still here, and it's still that. Or they gotten the unlimited version of Tekken Tag 2, but that's it. We don't get updated version. And if you're in Korea or in Japan, you're very lucky because they do a lot of updated versions. Because as so we can say, if you want to play like a whatchamacallit, you want to play online, you get to buy the console, but you can't fight in a local arcade like in Time Zone. That's one arcade shop that you can, not an arcade scene that you can play, or Denki or Quantum. They don't give you that satisfaction. They're an arcade. There's a place that you can play them, but They don't give you updated versions of the game, of the fight cabinet. No, they don't. So that's my perfect reference, because every FGC player or people or gamers who played these types of games back in the day are in this is in the series. And I wanna tell you right now that the themes are, like I said, like it's based on the early 1990s, and it's been showcasing these games, or like Final Fight, like Hogar was there, Guy was there, Ivy was there. Those are people from Final Fight, or like Terry, that some of them crossed over. Like Ivy and Guy went to Street Fighter, and Hogar was introduced in, if I am not mistaken, Marvel vs. Capcom. I don't know where he originally came from, but yeah. And Terry was brought into not Samurai Showdown, no. Well, yes, they also got Samurai Showdown. King of Fighters. King of Fighters, Terry Bogard was introduced, and as you can see, a lot of these games were brought into our home entertainment system, to the cabinet, to the fighting cabinets, and up until now, they have been giving and giving and giving us these games that we can play. We develop our skills, we learn how to defend ourselves, and we create tactics on how to outwit our opponent. Because in this series that I am telling you right now, in High Score Girl, is you would see classic techniques like Zangief's pile driver, Zangief's signature pokes, some Hadoukens, some Shoryukens of the classic Street Fighter, and like in Mortal Kombat, in the episode that I've been watching, and I have been interested on watching some more, it's because it's anime. It's anime, and it's in FGC. In FGC, I mean, the scene was already there. Like it originated in the 1990s, and then it gives a classic anime vibe and an FGC vibe that you feel welcome, and you just been engaged, because every scene or every characters who play the animes, the characters in the anime who play the games from the video games, is really something, and it's quite a huge stroke in my heart to see those games. I played some of them, I haven't played all of them, but now when I watch the series that the High Score Girl did, that Netflix produced, so we can watch it, because everyone can watch it, and a lot of the people in FGC have watched it, and I just caught a glimpse, and yeah, I've been binge watching them after, I think, like yesterday, and streaming for you guys, which I totally love, and I got to see this magical moment, to see these games in action. I played like the original, not the original Mortal Kombat, like I think the original, and when I went to Texas back in the day, I played that. I played some Street Fighter. I played some, I think I played some Final Fight back in the day. But yeah, some of these games that they've been giving, are some of it are Square, some of it are Midway, some of it are Capcom, some of it are a lot. And to showcase this kind of caliber, this kind of nostalgia, this kind of vintage homage to retro gamers, or like born in the 1990s, like I was born in 1993, I played some of them, but I haven't played all of them. But now, I hope the gaming producers or the animes who create High Score Girl give more, because I'm invested. I'm invested on seeing all these content, all these games, all these animes, or all these characters that they play them to give us more content. Because as you can see, it's becoming a spark. It's becoming an homage to classic gamers, because we are few and we are many, but we are hidden all over the world, and we compete. We compete for glory, we compete for honor, and we compete for the high praises of the crowd. And yeah, that's why I like this anime so much. I'm giving it instantaneously a 10 out of 10 because it's really cute. Because I will go with the themes. I'm done with the 1990s vibe, and every fighting game boomed. The fighting scene boomed right there and then, man. Dota was introduced like in 2008, 2007, but yeah, the fighting scene started there, and that alone created these huge names like Daigo Mihara, Justin Wong, Nukuldu. Who else? There are a lot of thinking about right now. Yips, Ryan Hart, Last Night Gaming, Chris G, Christopher Gonzalez, a lot of the people, Sherry Nan, Sherry Jenkinsian, F Champ, a lot of them, Guilty, Dogura, Gowan, the list goes on. Tano Kana, if I'm not mistaken, Tano Kana played. Yeah, to see those games from the like Virtual Fighter. Virtual Fighter was introduced, yeah, in a snippet, but yeah, these games that revolutionized fighting games to animes, created these series for the gamers who played those games back on that era up until now, who has nostalgia and a lot of feeling. I am also enjoying it because, let's say you're just a normal guy. I mean, I didn't experience it because I was playing video games on the home entertainment system, and now I've been going to like every Friday or some parts of the month or a week or a couple of weeks, I go to gaming establishments to play and practice with these guys so I could get good and for glory. And that's the feeling. And to be a streamer for you guys is a very good and humbling experience. So yeah. And this high score girl, sorry if I'm getting ins and outs, but this high score girl is, I've been strict to the topic that this series like High Score Girl is giving a lot of themes, because yes, I'm done with the year and the fighting games, but the scenery and to create that from a manga, from a cutesy developed artistic style, and to put those games in that scenario, they've got the fully rendered arcade. They create the arcade cabinet like an anime style, and then they got the whole entire full on game, like some parts like you play on versus mode, you play the CPU, they got it there. They put it like a full clip. When you play on versus or a CPU, they put it there and they paste it up until the fight cabinet, so you can so you can see the whole entire game. You play the process. You play the process, and then you get to compete with one another. You will see a lot of people, like you will see a lot of very opportunistic people, very encouraging people. You will see salty people, and you will see a little bit of beat 'em ups. If you lose, you get beat up, you get praise, you are being looked at with a lot of people, and yeah, it's a good thing. The themes of the series are a big high for us gamers who played those games at those times in that era. Even some of the people who haven't played it, who played it right now, are enjoying it. Yeah, a lot of the people that I've been practicing with, or in people who watch this series, are very, very, very good. and having a lot of nostalgia. Yeah. And also I've said that a lot, so yeah. It's a good series. And also I almost forgot that High School Girl has a lot of the a lot of not mature settings but a lot of childhood fantasies, like you get to experience your first crush, you get to go out, you get to hang out with some, like this character that I will be having a part 2 or this the High School Girl is, yeah, it's really good. And I have to say that seeing this is like a wonderful wrap of nostalgia within the years I've been playing video games, to see up front and up close and very straight to the point. Yeah. I like it. I like the characters, I like the scenery, I like the nostalgia, and some of the names that I mentioned in this review are all loving the franchise. And there's going to be a season 2. So, to recap, what I said, a lot of the genres and the fighting games and the memories, it has a lot of, it was built in 1990s, it was given the light of famous names, and some of the anime characters who plays them tends to develop their skills. As you can see, yeah, if you're really bored and you don't know what to do, watch High Score Girl. I'm telling you right now, it's a good way to pass the time and to have full entertainment, because watching this, I mean, to really watch this series is another wonderful thing. And yeah, to relate these characters daily to day-to-day life, like the lead character doesn't want to go to college because he wants to be a pro gamer, and he's just, because that's the thing, because when you were back in those days, some people didn't want to think ahead of the future. They just wanted to live their lives to the fullest and just go along what happens in their way. That's what reality was about. I mean, a lot of people were fixated on their careers and such, but at those times, you just wanted to after school, you just go to the local arcades, just have fun, just to unwind and relax, and just have to spend the afternoon just to spend and have as much as you can. So yeah, that's what gaming was about. And up until now, it has evolved into the next gen consoles and everything about it. So yeah, I am purely focused on the next, and up until now I'm really focused, and yeah, it's a good homage to classic gaming. This is where I'll end the stream, and I should come back with more content. I think some of this review is part of FGC, and some of it is in the series, so I will rename it, and yeah, it's a definitely good start, and yeah. And thank you once again for stopping by. My name is Punisher Demon, so you know what my favorite catchphrase is. Mash that like button like your favorite t-shirt. Press the subscribe button like an $8 restaurant here in the Philippines. And most importantly and finally, click that notification bell and the subscribe button to have more Lenny Fantastic Adventures with me, Shazam! So yeah, I will do another review. I mean, I need to be more prepared because, yeah, this is sudden, but yeah, I'm really appreciating the video, and yeah, I will rename this as FGC / High School Girl review, but yeah, and homage review, but yeah, this is definitely for keeps. So yeah, see you on the next video. Peace out.